Okay, so here's how I'm going to show you how to animate a backflip. Animation is observation. It's observing real things and getting that feel to get it to feel like a real thing. Even fake things like cartoons where they have crazy actions still do a lot of observation of real human actions. So it gives it the feel that it's in some way realistic. So here's how we're going to do this. One, I have this video, How to Backflip Super Slow Motion Analysis by Ronnie Street Stunts. I am not encouraging you to try this backflip at home. And if you do, that's on you. Okay. But I definitely want you to animate a backflip. So to animate this backflip, what we're going to do is we are going to, you go ahead. We're going to observe. So very first thing I do is I'm looking at the side view of this character and I pose my character exactly like he's posed. Okay, that's number one. So then I'm gonna hit spacebar. Boom. Actually, I'm gonna hit spacebar one more time just to be sure. Okay, now I'm gonna go over the video, hit play, and I'm gonna let it play for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Now I'm gonna do that pose. Now I'm gonna move his arms down. So they're pointing. I don't know what that angle is. Let's see. Whatever. Approximately there. If you want to be like get that arm like his, go for it. By the way, in Pivot 5, you can zoom in and out with the scroll, and it's so great. It's amazing. I'm gonna go back and hit. I need to hit space bar. There we go. Now I've got that second pose. I'm gonna delete this first one. Okay. All right. And then you're gonna hit space bar and we're going to go 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see that his body started leaning forward a little? So I'm going to grab him from this spot here, lean him forward just a little bit, and I'm going to get both of those arms just right down by his side, I guess, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to hit spacebar. I'm going to play it for 5 more seconds. You guys going to get the picture? This is how I'm doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Basically his legs are still kind of straight. Arms are going up. They're above his head. The body is leaning forward even more. His head is basically leaning out a little bit. That looks pretty close. You can't imitate the other arm very easily. I'm just going to make the arms kind of mirror each other. Spacebar. There we go. So if I look through these, I'm going to slow my speed down. 1, 2, 3. And when you turn on, I call this smoothing. When you turn these on, I'm going to set those to 10 to 14, somewhere in that range. And I'm going to hit play. I'm going to speed it up. Look how smooth that looks. In betweens, they're the best. Okay, so go back, play for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm gonna get it right. Like that pose is probably the most extreme pose. See that before his arms start moving again. So I'm gonna take that pose. His knees bent. The bent knees, I think, is the hardest thing for students to do because if you notice his feet never leave that spot until he gets airborne later. So we're at 339. I'm just gonna jump forward here. His feet are still there. They're still on the ground. Then he gets airborne, obviously, and his feet are no longer on the ground. So I'm going to go back to 339, 340. Okay, so I'm going to pose him now. I'm going to bend his knees. Now, I'm not going to move that orange dot yet. I'll do that later. But I'm going to bend his knees. His knees are bent. I don't know, about maybe like that, maybe a little bit more. I'm going to bend them approximately the same. Then I'm going to put this so that it's under his body. And I'm going to grab the orange dot. I'm going to stick it right in the middle of where his feet were. Okay. In fact, he looks like he's bent a little bit more. I'm going to bend it a little bit more. I'm going to move it back so they're straight. His feet are straight under. They're actually like right under the middle of his body. So I'm going to try to imitate that as best I can so the gravity looks the right way. His body is definitely tilted forward quite a bit more. His arms now are balancing him, so they're going out straight back like that. His head is actually looking up a little. And spacebar. Okay. Oh, did I just miss one of my poses? Did it get... I think I missed a pose. Oh man. Okay. Here's a trick. Let's say you lose a pose in the middle of that spot, which I definitely did. I definitely lost one of my poses. So let's go back and find my lost pose. I believe it was the eagle arms back. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it. I don't know what time this is. 3:34. Okay. So I'm gonna right click on this frame and say insert. And now that's gonna put another frame right here. And I'm gonna redo, oops. I'm gonna redo this one. Make sure I don't grab his. I'm gonna do my eagle arms. I'm gonna tilt his body forward. And his arms are pretty far up. In fact, they go up above his head. There we go. I'm gonna hit spacebar. There we go. That's the post. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Now I'm gonna hit play. Oh yeah, that looks great. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So I'm not gonna do this whole video. I'm gonna, what I may do is I may pause the video, finish the animation, show you how mine looks compared to the video, just so you can see the process. But I really do want you to see how cool in betweens are. And there's so many great slow motion videos out there. So for like skateboarding, you can watch these really cool skateboard tricks and see what they're doing, and then you try to simulate that in Pivot Stick Figure Animator. And boy, with Pivot 5, there is so much more you can do. It's really, really great. And I encourage you to get out there and make an animation and then share it with me. I'd love to see it. Maybe I'll feature some of these videos on the channel. But anyway, have a great day. And I hope this helps you make your animation better. And also, don't forget to increase your speed once you add these in-betweens for your whole animation. Okay, bye. You do not need to like and subscribe. You can, though, but I didn't want to be cheesy, but just too much. I'll stop.